This is Kathy Biehl of EmpowermentUnlimited.net with Astro-Insight for the week of August 19th, 2019. This week starts with surprises and a huge upsurge in the noise level, happily so, and very quickly shifts into back-to-work productive mode. It starts with some form of playing out of what last week's Aquarius full moon meant for us. Aquarius is the sign of friends and of networks, but this one brought a lot of attention to how well you shine and probably to specific dear connections as well. And now this week, there's a breakthrough, startling information, something that shakes up a particular connection and almost on impact then requires an adjustment, maybe a commitment, maybe a shift in how you're going about things. Somehow we have to take into account the existing structures in which we're operating and move things around to fit them. We're not doing this silently or in our heads. There is certainly a huge impulse to share, to talk, to run around, to explore with your mind, to dream bigger and bigger and bigger things. The vibe is like coming to the end of the vacation and realizing so much that you intended to do and going into overdrive to pack things in. And indeed, the end of the vacation feel hits pretty strongly because on the 21st, Venus, ruler of all we value, ruler of our social mode, shifts into Virgo, where Mars already is. And then on the 23rd, the sun goes there too. So we are moving from a fiery, impulsive, childlike, playful experience of life to an incredibly grounded, earthy emphasis in the sky. And the earthiness definitely pervades how we think about things. Virgo is the intellectual earth energy. It carries the ability to analyze, to look at, to improve, to see what could be made better. And what's the first thing that this energy hits? Our relationships. Venus and Mars have a super conjunction on the 24th and 25th, and actually the sun is in the picture too, so I'm calling it a super duper conjunction. Our desires and our motivation are lined up. Our sense of what we want in our life, everything's lined up with how do I make this happen? What steps do I need to take? Making lists, clearing the decks, cleaning things. A unity within each of us to go after all this stuff, to put on our work boots and our work gloves and sloshing around with big buckets of soapy water. But also two individuals coming together with, okay, how do we make this work? How do we make this happen? What do we have to do to clean this situation up? A Venus and Mars conjunction in Virgo isn't particularly sexy unless you think of taking showers together, but it is real world. It is realistic. And possibly earlier in the week, when we butted up against some kind of structure or something that we needed to make an adjustment because of, that leads into, okay, now what do we do about it? How do we make this work? How do we make this go forward? How do we make this better? All of the turmoil of the summer, all of the stuff that has come bubbling up from the depths of our beings, all of the ancestral clearing, all of the cleaning out of our closets and boxes and our memories and getting rid of all kinds of broken, outmoded stuff. All of that has cleared the decks for now. Now we scrub down what is left. Now we come together to craft situations that are grounded and sane and sober and healthy. And isn't that appealing? Homing thought of the week. Let's do this. Song of the week, I've got two and they're in sequence. The first one is Take It to the Limit by the Eagles. And the second one is Together by Martin Garrix, Matisse, and Sadko. And the image of the week is a couple going to the gym on a date. You will find more information about all of this at my site, EmpowermentUnlimited.net, where you can read my forecast for August, sign up for my mailing list, and book a session with me. There's bonus content at patreon.com/Kathy Biehl. The latest has some timelines for connecting the dots to this month's new moon and full moon in Leo and Aquarius, and I'm deeply grateful to the patrons who are supporting my work there. As always, you'll find me on Facebook at Empowerment Unlimited and the group The Astro-Insight Lounge, where there is a lively discussion of astrology in the news, on Instagram at @KA Biehl, and on YouTube at the Professional Aquarian Channel. Talk to you next week.